All right, guys, you're probably wondering, hey, man, why are you half disappeared? Listen, this is a Christmas sweater. I'm going out soon to do Christmas pics with the family. All right. And you know what? I thought it's great. And I totally forgot. You can't wear green. So, you know what? Half my body is going to be see through, the other half is not. But that's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, today we're going to be talking about Turbo quick update and comparisons I want to make because I believe this is going to be the blueprint script for Turbo. And I want you guys to prepare, right? Some people are going to be stressed while being in this bull run, understandably so. Me personally, not, because preparation is king, okay? Being prepared in this market is the most crucial thing. When to buy and when to sell. And, that is the most important thing. Understanding context, the context of the market, right? Understanding where we're at in the bull run. That is the most important thing. So, sometimes when there's little dips, like 5-10%, people are panicking. And it's like, yo, come on, guys. Like, you got to understand the context of the market right now. But anyways, enough yapping. Listen, Turbo. If you're new to Turbo, Turbo is a meme coin. However, not only is a meme coin, it also falls under the AI category. So it has two of the strongest narratives, right? There's like about 4 or 5 very, very strong narratives, and Turbo falls under 2 of them. So what does that mean? Well, that means Turbo is going to pump higher just because it's under 2 narratives. So with that being said, where is Turbo going to pump to? Now we're going to talk about that in a second, right? I'm going to give a price prediction in a second, but I want to mention what I think is going to happen with Turbo over the next few weeks. I'm going to compare it to Doge because I believe this is the best type of comparison, and I'll show you at where we're pretty much at right now. So for me, Turbo is sitting somewhere here in comparison to what's going to happen. Okay. I believe over the next few short weeks, we will have a nice pump. Then we're going to cool off, consolidate for just a little bit. And once altcoin season really starts going, that is when we're going to have the mega rally. Okay. That is when we're going to have the big pump. I believe Turbo has 2 big pumps in it. Now, the second pump is going to be the bigger pump because that's going to be when the normies come in, when the Bitcoin dominance drops off, when money starts flooding down, right? From Bitcoin to Ethereum to big caps to altcoins to meme coins, everyone's going to be like, the whole world's going to be, what is this? What is this? Right? We're going to be degenerates. Everyone's going to be putting money. And, they're going to be our exit liquidity pretty much. They say the markets are player versus player, and that is true to a certain extent, right? But it's not you versus me. It is us versus them. It is who's early versus late. That is who, we battle, right? Because the people that are late, well, they're buying our bags that we're selling. But the harder battle, which almost no one talks about, is you versus you. Yes, you are going to be either your biggest friend or your biggest enemy this bull run. Depending on your preparation, depending on your research, depending how much you know in the markets, depending on who you trust, is going to determine how much money you make or lose in this cycle. Because the thing is, right, everyone is happy now. We all know the trend of the market is going to be going up overall, but all of us have a different price point. Now, some people, for example, let's say Turbo pumps up to here. Maybe some people sell here, they undersell. Some people maybe sell up here or up here, they get better prices. And let's say, it's not a price prediction, but let's say Turbo goes up here. Okay, so some people are going to undersell. Those people that undersold might buy back here, right? So that's already going to be a problem with some people. Number 2, some people, they're going to look at their portfolio when Turbo was up here. And let's say they had 10,000 in it, and then they see 150,000. Okay, well, now they see 140,000. So they might be, well, once it pulls back, then I'm going to cash out. But guess what? Sometimes we don't get that pullback. So it's just going to keep going lower and lower. Now, there's going to be 2 options. Either they just, say, whatever, I see 135,000 now, I'm out no matter what. Or some people start becoming very, very self-destructive. Okay, you got to listen, because I've been a part of this too, where I see, I could have had 15% more. Nah, it's going to go up. No, I'm going to be stubborn, no. And then once things start really dropping off, All right, they keep going lower and lower. You lose half your money. Maybe you lose a little bit more. You're like, oh, I'll just hold until next cycle, which is not the point. The point isn't to miss the train station. The point is to sell, right? The overall point is to sell in profits. Now, of course, we want to sell at the very top, but you cannot have that mindset. Oh, if I sold up here, I could have made an extra little percent. No, because very little people are going to sell at the top, and it's going to most likely be institutions that say, okay, this is it, this is the reversal. So you have to realize, selling, let's say 20% from the top, 25% from the top is a very great area to sell. The two things in the market you have to focus on is trying to buy as low as possible and trying to sell as high as possible, but you cannot be too stingy, right? That's why I always say, Turbo is not going to get a big pullback. Turbo is not going to get a big pullback. These days, right? These days of price being over here, over here, over here, over here are over until the bear season has arrived. Okay, that is the reality. So right now, if you're looking to buy Turbo, this is a good area. This current price where we're at is a very, very good area, right? Sure, can we get a smaller pullback on the micro level? Sure, maybe we can, right? If I really want to break it down, I believe, maybe we fill up this imbalance over here. That could be the final spot. But you got to realize the context of the market is we are out of time. So it's having the same mindset, right? You're not going to sell the literal top. So you got to sell as high as possible. You got to be grateful with what you got. Anyways, let me show you the blueprint, what I think is going to happen in Turbo over the next few weeks. Over the next few weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if we 4 to 7x our position, right? Then we have probably 65% sell-off consolidation before we explode once again, and that is when we're going to have the massive rally. Price is most likely going to be very, very steep, right? We can see it's going to be something like this. We break it down on the daily, go over here, right? Doge, you can see, is going to be going insane, going to be going nuclear, right? You can see from the last relevant top to near the highs, it went almost 5.5 times, which I believe Turbo will go higher because there's less market cap in Turbo than there was in Doge at this point. So I believe, Turbo might 7x from the last high. And yeah, 7-8x, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And that's where I plan on getting out, right? Sure. Could there be hypothetically another rally to go even higher? Maybe. But if anything, I'll just rebuy my position if the analysis shows, maybe I'll keep 80% profits, maybe 20% profits. I reinvest somewhere here. We have a second rally, make more money, I'm out. Okay, so that's what I believe is going to happen with Turbo. 2 more pumps, right? The big pump's going to happen during altcoin season. And guys, listen, if you're in Turbo, right, and you're looking for other meme coins, I'm going to show you a sleeper pick, and I'm going to show you one that's also very probable. So we have a coin, Myro. I love Myro. The reason why I love Myro is because it's a dog coin. Meme coin has great volume for the amount of market cap it has. It is not listed on Coinbase yet. It is not listed on Binance yet. And I feel like there's so much room for this coin to grow, right? I feel like there's so much room for this coin to go. And if Myro gets Coinbase and Binance, eventually could get Robinhood. Now, I'm not going to say it will, because, it might not even happen, but we still have a few steps with Myro, and Myro is already at such a great market cap, right? Another sleeper pick. Now, I put this in the Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, make sure to go into the link. You guys can join, become part of the family. But I'll give this one out because I already gave it out before. Solana. I believe Solana is going to do fairly good. And the reason why I believe this is because this coin already has some data behind it, right? This coin has some data behind it. We can see in terms of market cap, go on market cap very, very quickly, right? It went from pretty much nothing to, a couple 100,000 to then 10 million, back down to 1.3 million market cap. Then it says 90 million, but it's actually around 112 million because I'd have to break it down on a smaller time frame to show you. I don't know why this doesn't show, but it's like 112 million, and now we're at 7 million, right? So we've seen with Solana that this coin went down a good amount, like 92%, And right now you can see, I mean, technically this is not the high, but if we took it from here, it is also down 92% roughly. And I believe that the time for this to reverse is very, very soon. I believe we're most likely going to be entering somewhere here on this weekly order block before we start reversing. We can see we did step number one, which is retest these relevant highs. We're going to go back here, probably go something like this before we break out. Once we break out, right, it's going to be a fast rally because of imbalance to the all-time highs. Once we get to the all-time highs, I believe this coin will be in the hundreds of millions of market cap. Just the gem that I believe is going to do well. Remember, these coins are riskier, but I believe this is a coin worth taking the risk for. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys next time.